Hey guys, Marshall here again, and uh, I really enjoyed my lesson last night. There was some specific takeaways and some sort of uh, different thoughts I'm having. Uh, I wasn't really. I wouldn't say that it was my first lesson, singing lesson ever. I wouldn't even say it was that productive in a way, but I have to look at it in a way where this guy, uh, he has had a past of singing. He actually showed me he could actually sing kind of like an opera singer, but it almost seemed like he hasn't been teaching singing or was pretty ill prepared for it, and so there wasn't a lot of great takeaways from the singing lesson. And really, I have a lot more takeaways from just watching some videos right now and really working on improving myself in my own vocal ranges with the help of like videos where people have organized um, things that they're showing you. It was a more informal experience. Whenever I look at these videos, I watched about 3 or 4 videos yesterday. I watched the same videos today. I focused on uh, some different things today and even warmed up, and I was almost like fatigued at some point today where well actually I'm a little bit fatigued right now. My voice, you can might be able to hear it, but yesterday I was fatigued whenever I went into the lesson, and I had done warm-ups, but I don't have any built up stamina to really be able to sing for that long. So I have to work my way up, and that's something that I figured out myself. um, and so I'm figuring out these things for myself, and then hopefully I can use this guy as a way to get some core feedback. Um, I asked him. They asked me what my goal was, and I basically was like, I want to find my voice. You know, I want to be able to sing songs in my own style, and that was I thought that was a pretty clear explanation, and the guy the instructor kind of revisited that halfway through, and he's like, what do you really want to get at? Like, where do you want to be? Who do you want to sing like? And I was like, I don't really know who I want to sing like. I kind of just want to sing like myself and just focus on improving myself. And so like for a beginning lesson, and him asking me to like who do I want to emulate. That's kind of like I think that's more of like an advanced thing to do. But I certainly have emulated a lot of musicians. I didn't really have an explanation for him like who I wanted to sound like. Um, and I think about it, and I kind of like I like John Mayer and how he sounds, and I want to find someone's voice that's like similar to mine and kind of similar style. Um, I probably would say like John Mayer, but there's got to be some country singers out there that I would like to sort of emulate their sort. They have this deep tonality, be able to uh, have that baritone style, which I just did like a little kind of a quiz, a vocal quiz to figure out what my vocal tonality was, and it's baritone. So I'd like to even take these singing practices and then really also embody those in my videos so that I can show you guys that I'm improving my my core like improving my core structure of how I talk, and so that I can project more and really tune into that if I want to, and then be able to I don't know just have a different range to the things. So there's a lot of different principles that I'm like coming up with of how I can uh, overall improve in my breathing um, and my singing, and there's a lot of work to be done, and so I'm gonna be practicing a little bit every day. I've been practicing my guitar a little bit too, but I think I really want to kind of focus on working on my singing first, because um, I think I have way more control over my singing than I do me playing a guitar. So I really want to push that end of things and see if I can uh, make some serious strides with singing. So I got several more sessions ready. So I'll be singing next week, and maybe we'll do another reflection vlog video on next week after my singing lessons, to see how I feel about um, my improvements, and if I'm going in the direction that I want to go. And so I don't really think that I'm gonna continue my lessons with this guy after another 3 sessions, because um, I wasn't impressed with his preparation. I feel like I'm more prepared for my videos than this guy was, uh, and he has a background in singing and and playing musical instruments. And if I had to sit down with somebody and try to work on, you know, them developing, I get it's a little bit more physical, being able to hit the different notes and stuff like that. But there's exercises there, and I don't think it should have been as hard as it was for this guy to put me through my first course. He was almost like talking himself out of like even getting anything done that day. This is the first course. I want to get to know you a little bit. Do this, do that. Um, uh, and he seemed to be very nervous too. I thought that I was going to be the nervous one going into this. And he ended up being pretty nervous. I don't know what it was. Part of me thinks that maybe he even has a drug problem or something like that, because he was very like fidgety. He kept checking the time. Like, he literally checked the time, and then like 5 minutes would go by, and he would check the time again. He said, "Sorry, I don't even, I have a trouble figuring out how long time has passed." And I'm like, I don't know. It was kind of distracting in a way. I was even at one point he started talking about things, and I even like I accidentally was just like rubbing my hair, and like I might even roll my eyes, because I was like, what? Like, I got 30 minutes with this guy, and uh he doesn't have any structure to his first lesson. So um to me it just seems like he hasn't done that in a while. Maybe he just like teaches guitar lessons, but so far I've gained a massive amount of information without him, and with him I in those 30 minutes I don't it wasn't enough. I get more out of a 30-minute video. On If I watch 3 or 4 videos, I think mentioned this last time, the 30-day singer. I was looking at on YouTube, watching a few lessons. They're structured video lessons to help you warm up, practice your breathing, things like that. Um, I did all those things that day, and then I went to this guy, and I didn't really get much from him. But he's there for my feedback, and I have to accept that. And I'm not really upset with that. I'm going to get the feedback that I can get out of this man in the next few weeks, and I'm not going to expect him to make to be the deciding figure for my improvement. I think that's something that happens a lot. Is we take professors and teachers and expect them to like improve somebody, but it's really, I mean, from the beginning of from the early stage of somebody's life, they need to be told or shown how to teach themselves things. And so really the lapse for me was that I haven't really been taking it serious enough to even teach myself how to do breath exercises and do um, singing exercises and practice. That's really my job to do that. So I can't expect anybody else to really do that for me. I really have to um, take that initiative, and I think that could be a lesson for everybody else today. Is really just, if you want to learn something, you're like the biggest obstacle in learning it. You being If you have a mindset, it really comes down to the mindset. If you have a mindset that you're not going to be able to learn that, or you take in these limiting beliefs that like this isn't going to take you anywhere, you're not even going to be able to experience the vocal ranges. You're not even be able to experience how like singing and doing exercises could help you talk as loud as you want to talk, and then maybe work up the stamina to be able to do this all the time. And it's like effortless. So that's what I want to work on. Is I want to work so that it's all the time that I'm improving my voice expression, and I take singing and I bring it into my lifestyle, and so this could actually make big changes for somebody. And so somebody that would be like not optimistic, a pessimistic, could say something like, "Why sing? Why even practice singing? What, are you going to be a professional singer?" Or you could look at that and be like, how can singing improve my life? There's two different things. I even experienced somebody say that to me. Why would you want to sing? That's to somebody that just doesn't even like enjoy music, and doesn't even like believe that music has much value in their life. So you have to watch out for stuff like that, because they won't even see the connections that music has to to your regular life. And so uh, I've been able to find these takeaways and really enjoy situations that really haven't been as fruitful. I had that interaction with my instructor, and it wasn't as fruitful as I wanted it to be. Hopefully, next time it is a little bit more fruitful. But I also, uh, I'm expecting more out of myself than I am expecting more out of him. So, and maybe he's probably expecting the same thing. Am I going to show up with a song that I'm ready to sing? Literally, my second lesson, and I'm going to be showing up to that instructor with a song that I want to sing, so that he can see what kind of singer I want to be. But I'm trying to construct my own sound. This is the whole purpose that I want to see him. Is like, I want to construct my own sound. I want you to help me find my best sound. Help me practice my best projection. Um, I'm not really focused on style yet. Like, I think that's more of an advanced thing, is like focusing on your style. I want to just find my range and my tonality and where I sit at right now. I don't want to try to sing songs that are like out of my spectrum yet. I don't want to emulate somebody else that has a different core range or something like that. So there's a lot of these ideas are bouncing through my head, and it's very constructive, and I'm thinking about how I can improve even my videos to have more structure, so that I don't sound like this guy who just doesn't know um, what his direction is in a 30-minute course, in a 30-minute beginner lesson. Like, this is the first lesson. For someone that's been singing for years, someone that has been doing musical instruments for years, I think you should have a little bit better of a understanding of how to express how you began as like a singer, and um how you found that passion and stuff like that in a quicker manner, like how, like telling me how he I don't even really know exactly he how he developed his singing skills. He didn't even tell me that. um he didn't give me really much to work with. Like, oh yeah, when I was a beginning, when I started singing, this is what I did. This is what I did. Like, come on, like you're supposed to help me bridge that gap from being a beginner to start moving forward. And really, I'm taking on that initiative to do that myself, and I'm okay with that. But I was hoping to get some insight from him, and I wasn't able to get a lot of it. And I feel like if I sat down with you and if you were wondering how you were going to develop and become more socially active, more, um, if you wanted to improve your business, if you wanted to improve your networking strategies and things like that, and you came to me, I think I could talk to you for 5 hours on it. And I'm not a professional, and I'm not selling people um, consultations. And so basically, I'm not saying that it wasn't worth probably what the $30, but there's some takeaways. But I also think I would if I was going to spend my $30, I'd probably go to somebody different. As of now, we'll see what happens next week. But I think it's really important that this guy, I might even give him some of this feedback after I'm done with him, and being like, hey, this is how you can improve. Because I mean, I think that he was a little bit younger than me. I look generally pretty young, especially in the sun. I don't look as young because you can kind of see my hair thinning and stuff like that. But whenever I'm in a darker room and I'm talking to this guy, he didn't even know if I was out of high school or not, because I look pretty young. Um, I got a little stubble, but like, uh, he doesn't even realize how much information I could even help him with too. So, um, maybe I could even score some sort of mentorship with him as I help him become a better at navigating his own lessons and things like that. So, um, I do have a problem with what happened. I do have a bit of a problem with that, but maybe, I mean, I can't imagine just being a swing and a miss for him. And I'm a pretty I think I said this in the last video. Like, I think I really know what I want, and I want some direction from people that I'm paying lessons for. And I think what he was hoping was that I would just be like a child, and I could go in there and like he could just um, BS me in a way. I don't know. There was not enough direction. There wasn't. He didn't have any exercises ready for me. Whenever I go online and see these other instructors, they have exercises they're using. He had a piano, but he didn't really bring me through some exercises. Like, I want you to repeat this. He did that like one time, and like I thought that was going to be like the whole class, like sort of finding these different ranges and things like that. I think I told him I was watching some lessons, and he was like, "Oh, that's good. That's good. You're getting some understanding of this." Like, he didn't have to do it or something like that. Like, he didn't have to provide me with uh, like a decent lesson because it was the first day. I think that's a total. I think that's total BS. I think that first day, that first lesson, is the most important lesson out of all of them, and it's even the most important lesson from me to him. Our our interaction that first day is the most important day as of now, and probably, I mean, I imagine it's gonna be the most important day out of the next 3 or 4. And what he provided with me was not enough for me to be okay with it. So I'm gonna wrap up the video, guys. It doesn't mean that I'm not gonna go to the next session. I actually, to me, it's more really up to me to do the job, and for me to improve, and not focus on him improving me. Focus on just getting feedback from him, and just trying to work at this stuff myself, as I work at a lot of stuff myself, instead of just having some teacher talk in front of me and telling me things. I want to sort of get out there and do my thing, and practice, and then we'll see. I might even share some of my exercises, my singing exercises and stuff, because everything I've been learning, I want to share with you guys. So thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate your time. And my number one recommendation, if anyone's into singing, I try the 30-day singer on YouTube. And I'm pretty sure they even do, if you want to get the core lessons, they have a website. You can do like $5 a month. And for $5 a month, like, you're getting actually a crap ton of value, versus like what I did. I paid $30 for 30 minutes, and I think feedback is great, but I didn't get a whole lot of feedback. So hopefully next time, guys. And take care. Thank you so much. Once again, love and appreciate you for watching. Hit that like button, please. And feel free to check out the rest of the Mentoring 365 playlist. And yeah, this is me, Marshall, on the Plausible Anything channel. I'll see you next time, guys.